This is a 5-minute introductory video explaining the 3 certainties. So the 3 certainties must be extant for any trust to be enforceable. That's enforceable, of course, by the trustees themselves in terms of their fiduciary position, or the court, who could of course be asked to try and give a direction as to how a trust should or should not be enforced. So the first of the 3 certainties is the certainty of intention. Has the testator intended that there be a trust manifested by how they've passed property or not over to the trustees, or indeed have they declared themselves a trustee? Similarly, there must be certainty of subject matter. So what exactly is it? What form of property makes up the trust? And is that property sufficiently certain to be able to be divided amongst the respective objects of the trust? That's to say, the beneficiaries who potentially have some kind of interest in that subject matter. So, for example, if it's wine, like in the London wine case that we'll look at in a separate video, is it the case that that wine is capable of division in a manner which is sufficiently certain to show which portion of wine goes to which customer or not? With tangible property like wine, you might argue that it's easier to ascertain exactly what species of property relates to which beneficiary. So in Rigole, for example, again another video will be posted on that case, we saw that the testator wished Tossi to have one of his flats. But are flats similar? Are they dissimilar innately? Ground floor flat could of course be different to a top floor flat in terms of view, so probably they're not the same. We'll investigate all these points of course in much more detail in other videos. And the next certainty, and the final certainty, is of course certainty of objects. To what extent is a individual a beneficiary of a trust, and in what percentage of subject matter might they participate? For example, where you have employee or family, friends, that's Reed Barlow for example, what constitutes an employee or a friend? So that's the 3 certainties.